everybody. We're going to do a BrewDog beer. I've got to be extreme and with this one. This one was sent down to me by Stravale, David. It's Equity for Punks Black IPA. Never had it before. I do like the Punk IPA. It's just a nice sessionable IPA with some really big hoppy notes that I always love. A few of their beers I love. The Isle of Arran, Paradox, beautiful stuff. Zeitgeist I really like. The 5am Saint, that's nice as well. And the Trashy Blonde I really liked as well. Wasn't too keen on the Riptide, but you can't expect to like every beer, can you? Anyway, let's get on with this one. It's the Black India Pale Ale, Equity for Punks. Right, see if there's any info on it. Okay, it says, BrewDog's beers are the epitome of pure punk. We brew uncompromising, bold and irreverent beer. Beer with a soul and a purpose. Our approach is the same contempt of the mass beer market that the old school punks had for pop culture. Okay, I'll get that right. BrewDog is a modern day rebellion against faceless corporate bureaucracy and the bland, soulless beer they industrially produce. Ditch the mainstream and say hello to BrewDog. Okay, good stuff. Let's just hope they don't become a victim of their success and become as soulless as the mainstream. Which is always a danger when you start getting popular. Anyway, BrewDog cap. Let's get it in a glass. Talking of the Paradox that I had, I've got hold of BrewDog and asked them to let me know I can get a couple of bottles because I can't get it anywhere down there. So I'm sorting out an order and I'm going to be sending a couple out to some of the Canadian guys because I really want to see their reactions to it. Anyway, there you go. Pitch black, sort of off-white head, slightly tanned, looking quite nice, looking pretty in the glass. Let's give it a sniff. Yeah, getting those big sort of bolshy grapefruits combined with almost like a spiced dark malt or something like that. Getting a bit of a fruity tangerine on that one as well. That sort of seems to be pushing its way up. It's really fresh smelling. That is really, really nice. That's a really nice smell. The roasted malt tends to be the same sort of level as the fruity hops, which is quite unique because usually with a black IPA, it's either one or the other really. Smells really good. 7.1% this one. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Cheers, David. Thanks very much. That's a lot mellower than I thought it was going to be. Initial taste, you're getting the grapefruit, almost like a mulled sort of tangerine-y sort of flavour coming through from the hops. Not really much of a roasted malt or a dark malt coming through, but you're getting a really nice sort of bitterness on the initial taste, which I thought was going to increase at the end. But the aftertaste is really quite mellow. I'm getting a little bit of smoke on the aftertaste as well, which is quite strange. There's something else there as well. Can't work it out. It's almost like a Terry's chocolate orange or something like that. Yeah, it's almost like you're getting like a Terry's chocolate orange sort of flavour as well. It's almost like a base for every other flavour. You've got that underneath, and then you've got the bitter on the top. The grapefruit, you're getting a nice some other sweet fruits coming through. Almost like a raspberry or something like that, but there's not a lot of bitterness. I thought there was going to be a lot more bitterness in this. As a hophead, I love my bitterness at the end. But it doesn't taste like a 7.1% beer. Excuse me. It's got a nice light body, sort of low to medium carbonation. A really nice beer actually, really nice. That is really good. Do you know what? The more I drink it, the more those flavours are just like merging together just to make this really nice, slightly sweet, slightly hoppy, slightly bitter concoction, and it just sits so naturally on the tongue. Really refreshing as well. And those dark roasting malts are starting to come through a little bit now. Starting to push their way up. I've had it in the fridge for about an hour. With my IPAs, I do like them a little bit cold. It tends to bring out the hops more, I think. But now it's starting to warm up a bit in the glass. I'm starting to get that roasting malt coming through. That's really nice. It's got quite an addictive taste as well. I tend to find that with BrewDog beers, especially the Punk IPA. I can't just have one. I need to have at least 3 or 4, because you just get such an addiction to the flavour. Well, I do anyway, because of all the hops. And this is another one. I've only got one of these, which is a bugger, but I'll take the time with the rest of this. I'm going to give that. What am I going to give that? I'm going to give that. At first, I wasn't that impressed, but it's starting to grow on me. So, Equity for Punks 2011 is going to get an 8 out of 10. That's a nice beer. That's a really nice beer. If you can get it, get hold of a bottle. I don't know how much it costs because it was sent to me, but you know, if it's no more than £3.5 quid, yeah, get a bottle. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon for a Viking review. Cheers.